Hey guys, I want to do a video on artificial intelligence. Many of you know that I'm a software engineer, I'm a software developer. And one of the questions that I often get asked is, how is generative AI going to improve our lives? So I want to start off this video by asking the question and providing a response to it. Is generative AI the great equalizer, or is it a detriment to society? Right, so there are individuals, people, with profound knowledge and wisdom whose life experiences cannot be easily translated into academic frameworks or integrated into the conventional boundaries of what we call intellectual discourse. This often stems from their inability to apply structure analysis or conduct thorough examinations that will flesh out facts and details necessary for crafting what are well-founded conclusions and detailed summaries. The advent of generative AI tools across diverse fields has opened pathways for a broader spectrum of intellectual contributions, leveling the playing field. This is not to diminish the value of formal education, but rather to emphasize that prolonged use of AI by people can provide exposure to new modes of learning, effectively creating a supplemental form of education. These tools empower users to bridge gaps in their knowledge and expression, ultimately enhancing their ability to contribute meaningfully. So as a result, we may witness a surge of innovative works from minds that without the introduction of AI might have remained unnoticed and unexpressed. Many of these contributions could stimulate dormant synaptic pathways, thus fostering creativity, intellectual growth that could benefit society as a whole. So we need to ask ourselves, is this not the very purpose for which humanity created AI? To awaken potential, to amplify our collective intelligence, and serve the betterment of all? What do you guys think? Are you okay with generative AI? Or is generative AI becoming a detriment to society? Think about it. Much like the way social media has permeated across every aspect of our lives, this year alone, we've seen how social media has transformed our world, much like AI did when the first large language models became publicly available. Now AI is not only accessible for download, but can be used privately on our desktops and personal devices at home. My son, who's into computers, had me download Ollama, and I essentially was running on my laptop artificial intelligence, a large language model with natural language programming. But what do I mean by this? Consider the impact. Programmers, educators, writers, authors, marketing professionals, tax preparers, editors, billing specialists, and even legal experts now use generative AI daily to elevate their productivity. All of this adoption showcases a significant transformation, ushering us into a new way of living and working. This year's U.S. presidential election highlighted the influence of social media, particularly streaming services and online podcasting platforms like YouTube and Spotify. Even quick exposure platforms like Reels, Shorts, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads have collectively reshaped how we consume content and information. And like it or not, their reach has accelerated what may one day be remembered as the decline of the traditional cable networks. ABC, CBS, Fox, MSNBC, and others that once dominated our news and entertainment landscape. These networks may soon become relics of a bygone era, overtaken by our growing reliance on the online world. And much like streaming services, AI is quickly becoming a fixture in daily life. Streaming is now ubiquitous. Cable networks are now fading into obsolescence. Cable networks are now fading into the abyss. And AI is carving out into its place a modern existence. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Profound change is underway. So the question remains, will our growing dependence on these transformative technologies, social media, streaming platforms, and now generative AI, will they ultimately serve as a detriment or a benefit to humanity? It's definitely something for all of us to think about. Guys, I want to direct you over to my website, UFO Currents. I recently wrote an article, which is essentially chapter 13 from my book, a retrospective, UFO Nexus and Alien Reality, Artificial Intelligence. You can learn a lot more about AI, how it's affecting us, but kind of the doom and gloom as well. I mean, Skynet, the Terminator movie, is that a reality? Is that something that's going to happen? Could it happen? Well, I discussed that in the article. Please, if you can, subscribe to Strange Radio Central, my new podcast, and check out UFO Currents. And to support the channel, also go to ghosthunteraapps.com. My name is Anthony. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.